Here's a flower for you. Here's a flower for you.
Okay, let's see if that fixed that issue. Okay, so wow. Every time, and that always seems to happen every time. So once again, thank you for joining me. I gotta do it. I said earlier that I was just gonna continue the main story, obviously, because from where we left off, I'm about 70 pulls in from a possible Carlotta. I guess if I lose the 50-50, which that tends to happen for me a lot, I tend to lose the 50-50s. So, fingers crossed on that. I'm also hoping, and I kind of made it as far as I could possibly make it right now, to try and push anything else. And I kind of need to get through the story to kind of catch up. 1, 2, to get more of those orbs for the pulls, and then I'm missing out on a lot of the events without, a lot of the events without doing the story. So
We've got company.
it is time that I do this, right? Obviously, because I waited so long. I'm a little bit further along here.
I never miss out on a good deal.
And there we go. Always got to post the question of the day, right? So, yeah, for the main story, I've definitely pushed it a little. I've definitely pushed myself further than the main story. So, okay, now we got Ominous Star.
I think I found something, Rover.
What the heck is this thing?
Watch out.
No, don't skip. Don't skip. I'm in delay. I need to go auto.
Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother. 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 Help. 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 Help.
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discord. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new tacit discord is born. This one probably devoured the frequencies of humans, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent?
Actually, that's worse than what I was thinking.
Who is behind this
I was thinking
twisted
that a human
plot?
got turned into one.
I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and eager anticipation. Rover, I think I know what's going on here. It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. No, the cries of this whole village. The village is crying, waiting for rescue. Something truly awful must have happened here, and the victims' reverberations still linger. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that didn't happen all too long ago. I can still feel it in the streams. Perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or maybe someone has been intentionally concealing it. Anyway, there must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I can feel someone connected to what happened here is still close. This place is dangerous. I'll inform Chuzia about what happened here. Can we continue our search before the official investigators arrive?
Damn,
Sorry.
that is dark.
I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's
So
just
the
a hunch
entire
of mine,
village is just up and
and I
gone.
don't have any evidence to back it up. Thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the little one here, let's leave it be.
I wasn't expecting them to say, let's leave it be.
The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured.
Wow, ain't that a view?
Ritualistic wooden plaques. Then why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines, and they seem to belong to a different time. I remember
time traveling
reading
now?
about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere
I love
else.
the fact that the MC has a voice, and there's actual voiced lines. I really do like that a lot.
These cards. Ah, I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
So maybe that thing
We've seen signs of their
that
presence
was
in
calling for his
Jinzhou,
brother was a fusion
left by
based on this
lower-ranked
group.
members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Frexidus standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Frexidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of.
Okay, so it sounds like we got our villain. I'm guessing that's the name of the villain that we're gonna end up getting to fight for this first part, I guess, of the story.
Huh?
Oh, bye-bye, Yang Yang.
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it.
I'm guessing this is Scar.
If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar. Cruel and twisted maniac.
Not what I was expecting someone a little bit older.
We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree?
I shifted my laptop. I was
The
expecting
girl,
someone a
she's
little
gonna
older
sway your
than this guy,
judgment.
but he is a cool design.
Don't worry. I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
Yeah, you're gonna have to answer my question first, buddy.
Indeed. I'll tell you then. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many.
Oh, is that how
That's why
how that chick knew
because
that I'd be awake
see you
and
as
to
a dear
pre-record
friend,
something for
and
me?
I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but usually villains are
You could
pretty
say
truthful with certain
looking forward
things.
to your choice. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface. And our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself?
I like a good villain. I really do.
Go ahead.
And he's actually
What do
pretty
you
cool.
see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn?
So they had a ritual. Ooh. Now that's the question. Did the villagers kill each other? Or did Fraxus manipulate the villagers? Because we saw the ritual wood sticks, right? So... Let's go with this one.
How typical. The age-old tale of savage wolves and helpless lambs. Good and evil as clear as day. It's a tired story that people cling to in their mundane lives. Oh, how it keeps them in check.
So did the villagers really kill each other then?
But let me ask you this. Do you truly believe the real
I wonder
world
what he
can
would have said
be
if I picked the other
that
one.
simple? Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin.
And I love that the fact that they gave the character MC a name.
I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned
versus
more.
some of the other MCs. Versus the HSR MC, for example. They don't even have a nickname for the character. Just, hey.
Huh? What is it? Are you back for some chit-chat? No. I refuse. Oh, and don't try to threaten me. You're not in a place to bargain, remember? You don't want to disappoint me so soon, Rover.
The option just came up. I'm going for it.
Come on. No need to get so worked up. I see you're itching for a fight. But our game isn't over yet. Strike now and risk being crippled. And what a shame it would be to miss out on these crucial clues right in front of you. After all this effort, do you truly want to throw it all away?
Why is it still giving me an option to questions card? Didn't I just not question it?
Huh? What is it? I see. So, you want to cheat, huh? A clever move, unbound by convention. I like it. But I'm not telling you more. Not yet. Wouldn't want our first conversation to become a boring exchange of words, just parroting each other's lines. You don't want to disappoint me so soon, Rover.
Okay, so that just stays there optional for me. So we come back now to this little guy. Oh, name is redacted, so we don't get to see whose name that is.
Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves. Fables, stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations. Like us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part.
It's on the move. I wonder when he said on her part, if he was talking... Yeah. He's definitely talking about the magistrate chick that has been gone for like 3 days. Or I have to wait 3 days for her to get back.
One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security. No, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard.
I'm assuming the story, like he said, where it hides hidden truth, right, is not talking about an actual shepherd. But someone probably came to the village, posing to be someone that was going to protect them. And pretty much turns on
What's
the village,
wrong?
I'm assuming.
Does my story make you uncomfortable? Imagine you
The sheep
were
are the
one of
villagers.
those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master? Oh, so we agree already. You are right, but the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality. The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce, always has been. The world was never a fair place, wouldn't you agree? To receive equal retribution, one must give more, and more, and more. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. But when they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it?
Oh man, so they turned Monster, Witch, Banisher. It sounds like they turned on someone in the village.
Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual, but the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes, because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did? Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So there's some sort of leader came in, or some sort of guy came in, became the leader, and it looks like that last wall sacrificed probably a little girl. Let's see how close I am with that theory.
Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd. He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. The lambs knew the risks, yet succumbed to temptation. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks, as disaster had yet to befall them. If they were given another chance, I believe they would still choose the same path. Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price when their time came. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes?
Their lives.
Of course, as always. Life was the most valuable thing they had to offer. Here's my final question. What happened to the black lamb? Don't rush, Rover.
Sounds like
your
nothing
time.
happened to the black lamb.
What is the truth you've uncovered?
No, it definitely didn't survive. We definitely heard that it was definitely... Let's go with it was executed because its flock was deceived.
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock never found out about it. They were deceived to believe the black lamb was the culprit.
Almost there, Rover. Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock,
The one who didn't
and
follow
offered to
along.
grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish.
And got blamed.
The shepherd then blamed the black lamb
There it
for
is.
breaking the rules, and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment.
So the sheep, also the villagers. Black lamb, the one villager who didn't believe the shepherd.
From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. So they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo.
And I
Fun
guess Scar's
answer,
the
but
shepherd.
no. Not even close.
Oh, okay.
I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the black lamb. The one who breaks the rules. Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up like you say.
Now, this should have made him a character. But I'm assuming he probably dies. And I guess they don't want villains as part of their characters, which kind of sucks if that's the case.
Welcome to
I guess
the
it doesn't
realm
suck,
of
but it would be cool if
endless
they
chaos.
made a villain.
Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver. Blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Watch out. Your pioneers
I like
lying
Aldo.
at
I know
your
Aldo
feet.
gets a bad rep.
Don't look
Excuse me.
back. Join them on this right
I know he
path,
has a bad
and
rep.
I've got
of,
a
like, not
scorchingly
being good.
delightful welcome for you.
But I like it.
Don't rush. One slip, and you'll shatter to pieces.
Oh,
Easy
come
there.
on. That was a dodge.
Me? It's a brutality. Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all.
And obviously that should have taken a lot longer, but
Be
since
so
I kind of did a
quick to
walkabout,
deny it.
I kind of put myself up to level 50 with level 40 weapons, so I'm probably going to breeze through a lot of this story pretty easily.
Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting
Let's see how
shepherd
that...
or the
Oh!
breaking black
Nope.
lab? If a sane person managed to survive the realm of lunatics, call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle. Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lab can reclaim the trust
He's
of
still
its
kind of... Now he has actually a really cool kit. It seems. I mean, he would. I'd play him. The card throwing. I think that's actually pretty cool.
Rover? Rover!
Oh, Yang Yang's back. I hope they kind of. I don't know
Shattered Scar's illusion.
what
Should
happened.
have injured him.
Oh, should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from her.
I don't know what happens to. Oh, hello. What's going on back here? There's another one. Who's this?
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No
Who's
worries.
she? Is she on
I
the
know
roster?
all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do.
Nope. She is
Rover,
not.
it seems our happy little
Neither is
date
Scar.
must
But
come
once
to an
again,
end.
they're villains.
But don't forget
So I
my
guess they don't want to
sincere
put villains
reminders.
on the roster. But I think
Let me
I
know
feel
what
like
you
that would
choose.
make-
An unexpected gift, an honest and open exchange, or a highly risky gamble.
I think that'd be pretty cool if one of these would put
The choice
a
is
villain on
yours.
their roster.
I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision. We'll meet again in the not too distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could have reached you sooner.
Brother. Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be... Yes, that is a possibility, since Scar had been here before. Let's talk about it later. Rover, can you
Yeah,
fill me in
I
on
want
what
them to make
happened?
Scar a character. It's not gonna happen, but I want them to make Scar a character. I think he looks like he has a
Seems
pretty
all
cool
the
kit with the
tragedies
card
in
throwing and
Tea Tree
things like
Village
that.
were linked to that
I think that'd
ritual.
be pretty cool, and it would probably set this out even further to have a villain, like an actual villain, on the roster, not like a gray area villain.
Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs? That does sound like something he might do. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves. What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
Someone back there watching?
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked.
And I'm guessing she's talking to the
Is everything
Magister.
all right on your end?
Magister?
Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Yep.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier?
Oh, did I just complete something that unlocked something else just now? Can we just go? Okay, so that's definitely something else. We'll take care of that later. And now we've hit Union level 30. And we're still pretty early in the game here. Carry 2. Okay. So we'll be able to teleport. That didn't do what I was thinking. I screwed that up. No, no.
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
There's nothing else here, right? And then there's that. And I don't see any of the cubes to collect, so.
Look, the water is going down. I can't believe it. There is such a big opening down here. How odd. This place should have been soaked in water, but everything is dry here. Even the vegetation is thriving.
Yep, we got an electric field.
God.
This is all
That tree. It's stunning. It's almost eerily enchanting.
Please, save us.
Are you trying to tell us about something hidden here? Where did it go?
Some more records.
girl just wanted to save her village. But those sacrifices didn't lead to redemption. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back now?
So what's happening with his little TD?
Sorry, Rover. I didn't feel comfortable down there. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But I could still feel so many emotions and desperate cries for help. I couldn't handle it. The villagers were a complex mix of emotions. Hope, resentment, and despair. And as I read the
So
diary,
that was part where they all got
I could
sacrificed.
feel the intense sorrow and longing of its owner. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful life she once had? Or did she miss her only family? The person who pushed her towards such a tragic end? My apologies. I got lost in thoughts again. I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again. But I still lack the confidence to make that claim. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. To become someone with the strength
So you wanted to
to
become an
stop them
outrider
from ever
because of these
happening again.
tragedies, but you're not
I
able
cannot
to
stop the
handle
lament, but at least I should
what's
do
really going
everything
on.
in my power to help those affected by it. Really? Thank you, Rover.
You couldn't handle being
Dwelling
down
on
there,
it won't do us any
but you
good.
wanted to become an outrider.
Let's go. I'll
Because of
compile a
those
report
things.
on what happened here and send it in along with the clues we've
I
gathered.
guess you have good intentions.
Yes. Let's go back. Together.
So, oh, Act 4. What's going on? So these are all the things that, if I just continued the story, I'd be unlocking these as we went through. But seeing how I did a walkabout and kind of went and did my own thing before doing the story, I'm getting all of these tips and tricks now. What's going on in my guidebook? So now it's explaining these things. That's hilarious. Darn. I'm short one. Excuse me. And I think it resonated.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Let me be there for everyone
Oh,
as
man,
we
I
head
forgot
toward
another
our shared future, leaving the past behind.
And the store is giving me a level bundle. Good. Alright, cool. We'll take care of everything else later. So, where to now? Whoa, what the heck is going on here? Okay, so what is this? Oh, this is the new area, right? New chapter unlocked. Experience it now. No, I don't want to experience it now. No. I want to build my way up to the new chapter. I don't want to just jump right into the new chapter. That's enough. Alright, here we go. Back to Act 4. I don't want to just jump right into the new chapter. Kind of loses a lot of fun with that, right?
How did it go? Anyone hurt? Let me check on you.
But maybe if I did the new chapter, it'd give me good luck
You're still in
getting
one piece.
Carlotta. Who knows?
Okay, okay. Anything new about the tokens? So those Fraxidus goons are here in Jinzhou now? Things are more serious than I thought. Beats me. I've only ran into some bozos before. Those wackos are hell-bent on making their own resonators. Said there's no right or wrong when it comes to resonance powers, and everyone should have the right to them.
They use mechanical manipulation to integrate parts of tacit discords into human bodies, seeking power with such gruesome acts. I cannot bring myself to understand them.
That Scar guy you mentioned sounds like he's on a whole other level. How did the fight go?
It seems he didn't intend to kill us. I would even say he was pulling his punches. I don't know what he wants from us. But Madam Magistrate may have intended to hint something by letting us run into him.
I still can't wrap my head around what happened in that village. I went over the files. That case is ancient. It was dealt with and archived way before our current magistrate took office.
What happened to the village in the end?
Don't worry. The crooks were brought to justice and most of the villagers were relocated to new settlements. But I didn't find anything in the files about that little girl you mentioned.
So Scar really did take her away.
Or she's dead.
If only we could capture him.
I'm so lost. Why did Madam Magistrate point you to Chi-Chi Village anyway? What did she want to tell you with that?
There's no way Scar gets
And
captured.
that Scar
alive.
went there to
I don't
tamper
see
with
it
the site
happening.
and mislead you with fake clues. You mean? The Fraxidus was planning to tell you something about what had happened in that village. Then our magistrate intercepted by leading you there before they could?
Ooh. Options. Although I wonder if these options actually change any of the dialogue. Probably not. But she definitely knew what was going to happen.
Madam Magistrate knew they were going to lure you to the village, and she knew they weren't planning to kill you. Her token was a warning that the Fraxidus had their eyes on you.
How so? You mean she's got someone looking out for you?
Or maybe she prepared other means of protection.
I don't think I follow.
The legendary figure
Sandwall
who
was there
changed
anyway, so
Jinzhou's
nothing
history,
was going to really happen.
the looming war with the resurrecting Thernodian, and the Fraxidus acting in the shadows. If all of these have something to do with your true identity, then who exactly are you?
Come to think of it, the sundial's the last token we need to work out.
Mr. Mortefi said it's an intricate puzzle box. Madam Magistrate might have hid her real message inside. Yes, it's the South, represented by the vermilion bird, one of the 4 symbols. Now we have the Shichen of Wei and vermilion bird. We should be able to solve the puzzle.
Alright, so where's it going to take
So
us
Rover,
now?
you gonna try it now?
Symbols on the larger disc represent time, and we need to align the correct symbol with this pointer. It should be... It's working. And now? Symbols on the smaller disc represent direction, and we need to align the correct symbol
See,
with this
normally
pointer.
I skip a lot of the story.
It
I'm
should
kind of
be.
glad I'm paying attention, because I would
We
not
have
remember.
Huanglong of the East, white tiger of the west,
I would not have
vermilion
known
bird
what
of the
direction I
south,
need to go with,
and
because I skip
black
a
tortoise
lot
of
of
the
these
north.
cutscenes usually just to
According to the
speed through
clues
things.
we've
Not really,
gathered,
yeah, speed
it
through
should
just
be.
because I just want to catch up, or I just want to get to the point.
Wow, you really solved it.
Oh, what's this?
Wait, I don't think it's something we're allowed to see. Quick, Yang Yang! We should turn around. Come on, just go ahead and see what's written inside.
I see. The grand libraries in Huanglong are renowned
Oh,
for
that's
their
how it's
vast
pronounced?
databases,
Huanglong?
holding valuable information about the regions they represent. Their exact locations are kept confidential, but it is believed they hold answers to all questions one could ask. The grand libraries are vital for Huanglong's data security, managed by the regional sentinels, accessible only to the magistrates. They're rarely open to the public.
Kinda like a big piggy bank inside the city hall, data-wise.
Yes, you will find the most comprehensive and accurate information there. Rover, if you need to visit the Grand Library in Jinzhou to find out who you are, I think it suggests two things.
We're really
First,
old.
there is a strong link between your past and Jinzhou's history. Second, you must be a really significant person.
So you're super important to Jinzhou, maybe even all of Huanglong. Wow, I think we stumbled upon a real big shot when we didn't even know it.
Could be a possible reincarnation.
What's the matter, Rover? Something wrong with the sundial? It is Jinzhou's political center, and it's also located at the city center, if that's what you mean. The city hall was built when Jinzhou was established. It's a popular landmark for locals giving directions. Why do
Why
you
are we worried
ask,
about this?
Rover?
Yeah, I'm very curious now. Why are we worried about this being the center?
See? What did I say? Covert ops. Real confidential stuff going on. Come on, Yang Yang. It's just a one-on-one meeting with Madam Magistrate. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, death flag.
Relax, relax.
I'm sure no one dies, but come on.
I guess you're right. Still, please be careful. We'll be waiting for you.
So Act 4. Do we have enough now? We do have enough. We do have enough. I think I'm gonna wait just a little bit. What's in my bag? I'm not doing that yet. Get rid of the part, get rid of the mark off of that. Okay, so we can claim this. Claim those. Claim. Oh, so close. Oh, can we start doing Tower of Adversity already? Okay. That was the last one needed. There we go. It's not what I want to do. Look at this. Okay, so we got the companion stories, which take forever to finish. Holy mackerel, man. I'm not sure what this one is, but I'll hold off on that. We're definitely gonna do this one. Is she finally here? So are we finally gonna meet her? Has 3 days passed already? Top left corner map carries a highlight bar to indicate the location. Oh, so it's a puzzle on getting to her? There's a tree in front of us. So is there, are you saying that there's a door in between here? That's cool. Already? Wait, level 4. I guess you would have been level 40 by the time. Why would you be level 40 by the time you get here? I guess you would have leveled up along the way, but...
A hidden passage.
Or I guess you would have seen that
As I
and said,
expected.
nope, never mind, turn around and level up.
That must be the entrance to the database.
I kind of wish I'd leveled up my weapons a little bit further then.
A part of the building is submerged. I should be able to find the hidden path underwater. It seems I have a puzzle to solve. Guess I will
like a
check on the
drum set.
mechanism in the middle first. I see. The control panel here does look like a musical instrument, but 5 music notes seem to be missing. So to gain access to the database, I will need to recover the 5 missing notes stored in those sonodiscs. What is that sound coming from behind the symphodi? This must be one of the missing notes. Now, how do I connect it with the symphodi? Part of the score holder just lit up. As I expected. The drum over there's bell just raised out of the water. So that's what it meant by having the bells guide my path. A new walkway has shown up. I must have solved the first puzzle. Seems I will need to look for more sonodiscs in there. Tacit discords inside the city hall?
Oh, what?
No, they are not real. They must be some kind of digital simulation.
Oh, okay.
It
That,
seems they
that
are
works
the
too. And they were level 20.
I suppose it's telling me where I can find the next sonodisc. I think it mentioned a direction. What does that last sentence mean, though? That sound. It's coming from the west. This is the second sonodisc. I should bring it to the symphodi.
Exit through here. Yeah, I gotta make that jump. There's a chest out there too.
The water level just dropped again. There's another 2 drums, one in the east and another in the west. I may find more sonodiscs down there. This is the right way to go. I'm being fed just enough information to work out the puzzle. This does look like Miss Magistrate's doing. The drum on the other side has unlocked. Guess I'll go check on it before I leave, just to be safe. Another bell just rose up from the water, but it's still locked. I'll need to connect the passageways first. The music I just heard, it must be the sonodisc. Here it is. Time to deal with the guards. Windows City Hall is the political hub. While I've retrieved the 3rd sonodisc. Time to head back.
Oh, that's convenient.
Another platform. The bells will lead my path. Huh. I'll go work out the passageways. This feeling. I am being watched. Must be another song. This is the 4th missing note. Almost there.
There better be something good doing all of this puzzle with these music or all this music stuff. There has to be something good. But if I have to be level 40, that means there's a fight coming too.
One last note to go.
There's definitely a fight coming, and I hope it's worth it.
Huh?
This is the last one. They've prepared quite the welcome for me.
You blink, you miss.
The last sonodisc ready. Time to go back to the Symphony.
Kinda glad that I did the walkabout now, put myself a little higher than what's expected. Let's see what cool thing is possible.
Now I should have access to the database.
Haha.
Look around and see if there's a chest. Just because.
So this is the Grand Library. It's said to hold the answers to every question imaginable. I'm not seeing anyone here. I guess the magistrate is yet to arrive.
So she's still not here?
It wouldn't hurt to browse the archives for a bit as I wait for her to show up.
Thank you for leading the way, Rover.
How did
What
Scar get
a
in?
magnificent place to set foot in. Extensive, exhaustive. Oh, how I want to carve the place inside out and blow it all to shreds. Thought you'd seem a bit more surprised.
I am
wonder
surprised.
Why? So you've laid a trap for me.
Oh, so they knew he was talented.
Interesting.
Oh, damn.
Do you really think you can trap me here?
You will not escape.
What a shame I can't stay and play with you a bit longer. Till we meet again, dear friends.
You're not going anywhere!
We've got company.
Oh, we actually, oh, okay, now we know why we're level 40. Shoot! I'm really glad that I'm level 40 now. Well over.
Stay behind.
Leave it to me.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervades.
Phase 2? Oh, that's an extreme phase 2. What?
Caution.
Dodge, 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 please dodge.
Up to be my prey?
Ow.
Now, it's just the two of us. Stow away that irrational anger. I just have a friendly reminder for you. Seeing is not always believing. Why are you thinking true? Don't jump to conclusions so soon. Why are you so stubborn? Why can't you place some of that trust in me? Or do I have to crush you to make you behave for once?
Luminous energy.
Stay behind me. Like frigid death.
Ow. Oh man, I kind of like Scar. Now is he gone already? There's no way he dies this early.
So you knew I was following you all along, huh? My Elysium only breaks under coordinated attacks from both sides. I can never get rid of all these pesky little helpers around you, can I? So you've joined hands against me with Miss Magistrate here. It does hurt my feelings, you know? You're always so popular.
Are you all right, Rover?
Of course she is. How could I ever have the heart to hurt her? Consider my moment of failure a gift of sincerity, Rover. I trust you haven't forgotten our conversation earlier. Choose me. I'll tell you everything you want. Huh. I see. So she made the move before I could, and told you all of it already. Then as the winners, would you be so kind as to tell me how you set me up?
Yeah, because I definitely didn't see that coming. I was not expecting Scar just to show up.
Now I have retrieved the magistrate's message for me from the puzzle box. But it only points me to the Grand Library. There's no meeting time. Something is still missing. I've solved the puzzle, the discs have been rotated, and the two symbols are now glowing. With this glowing light, a shadow is cast on two other symbols. The black tortoise of the north to the city hall. And the time reads, the Shichen of Cho, in the wee hours of the morning.
Oh, so they did get to meet.
It's been 3 days. We both made it on time. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Jinshi. It brings me great joy to see you, Rover. To show up as a projection again would be ill-mannered of me. Please rest assured,
I had to make sure.
It is a real human in the flesh you're speaking to. Despite Huanglong's advanced technology, such realistic projection is still impossible. Or perhaps you would like to verify it? It is nothing to be concerned about. An emergency forced me to leave, and I only had the time to prepare some tokens for you. Please pardon my lack of hospitality. Yes, the Sentinel of Jinzhou is currently absent.
So no matter which one I have picked, you would have said the same thing about the Sentinel.
Correct. The Sentinels guide and guard humanity as a symbol of our civilization. When a region's Sentinel goes absent, chaos is bound to ensue. As this news could lead to civil unrest, please keep it a secret. Jinzhou's Sentinel Jue is being held captive by the Fraxidus. I had to postpone our meeting and put all my effort into finding its whereabouts.
And this is why I didn't want to capture.
Our thoughts are connected
Scar.
to a certain degree. I can sense his memories, feelings, and surroundings, though not very clearly. Unfortunately, I haven't. I can feel Jue is in danger. The good news is, I have figured out the culprit behind all of this. Precisely. The Fraxidus plans to advance another lament and cause disasters worldwide. Overseer Scar had several objectives upon infiltrating Jinzhou. To track you down, to test your strengths, and to make you join their cause. To abduct Jue and to resurrect the Threnodian in advance. They must have discovered your value, likely from one of Jue's prophecies. If you join them, they'll gain significant power. Should you refuse to join, the Fraxidus will likely want to eliminate you, so you don't get in their way.
Of course they would.
I have a plan to apprehend Scar. Once we capture him, the Fraxidus won't be that much of a threat to you for the time being. If you are willing to lend us a hand, I will ensure your safety during our cooperation.
I got a feeling he probably knew, or the Chicken Red. I feel like she's probably pretty smart. She probably knew he was going to get captured and tailed him too.
Speaking of which, you seem to have already gathered a lot from the tokens. Impressive, Rover. The threat Jinzhou is facing is far worse than meets the eye. One of the Threnodians will soon be reawakened. They are the enemies of human civilizations, born from the dark side of our collective consciousness. We must defeat them to protect all of humanity.
Or at least not yet.
We have been doing our best to prevent the disaster, but the Fraxidus is accelerating the Threnodians' revival. Indeed, you have defeated the Crownless and absorbed its echo with your bare hands. It is the tacit discord that embodies the concept of warfare. Resentment of the fallen, fright of the ignoble, those are the emotions that lay ground for its birth. The Crownless is a tacit discord that possesses powers from the reviving Threnodian. Jinzhou is a border city with an unbreakable will and a strong spirit of resistance. However, we also fear the constant wars and loss of life, and the Threnodian can prey on that. You, however, you were able to defeat and absorb a Threnodian-related tacit discord with your bare hands and resonate with other TDs. Meanwhile, Huanglong's records mention a hero with similar powers who saved our nation during the Threnodian War. She is also mentioned in literature, dating back to Jinzhou's establishment. To uncover your true identity, this could be a helpful lead to pursue. Yes, based on my own deduction, and the prophecies of Jue. You mean the unfinished statue of Jue? I see. Do you mind letting me know what you remembered? Since it's related to our sentinel, I might be able to help. Rover, the memories of which you speak. As I mentioned earlier, I can resonate with Jue, our sentinel. Your recollections, they align with what I've witnessed in Jue's memories. Yes, I do remember seeing something similar. I believe it had truly happened in the past.
So we're either really old or reincarnated.
In other words, you may be the person mentioned in our records. The unwavering presence by our sentinel's side, bonded by an unbreakable trust. Resonators tend to live a longer lifespan, but it is indeed unprecedented to live hundreds of years without any sign of aging. So many mysteries about you remain unsolved, and your age is just one of the unknowns. Sorry, but I don't know. Jue's last piece of information pointed to the Northfall Barrens, where you should find the Threnodian.
I guess we're going there next.
I pray you will find your answers there. A Threnodian is resurrecting, and our nation is in grave danger. This reminds me of the Threnodian War all too much. Perhaps this has something to do with your mysterious appearance in Jinzhou. Not really. I don't plan to believe in a hero showing up out of nowhere and protecting us. I'm just presenting whatever lead I have about your past, as I know it is troubling you. I want to help you, and that is all there is to it. Thank you for considering lending us a hand. Your help is much appreciated. But please, do not feel obligated because of the information I shared. They are my people, and the responsibility to keep them safe should fall on no one else but my own shoulders. I am saying this because I have faith in my abilities, and even more so in the bravery of Jinzhou soldiers and our people. You deserve to make your own decision about this after uncovering your true identity. I appreciate everything you've done for us during the past few days, and perhaps even longer ago. Once it all settles, I am ready to accommodate and assist in whatever future decision you make. You can leave Jinzhou, or the entire Huanglong if you wish. If you ever need me again, you need only ask. Let's keep this a secret between the two of us. How does that sound?
Yeah, these type of secrets don't really last too long. And they're not too good. Something always comes out and someone's like, oh, why didn't you tell me?
Scar, you are now under arrest for committing multiple felonies in Huanglong.
There's no way.
Do you have anything to say?
What do I want to say, huh? While I'd love to tell you another story, I guess that's not what you want to hear. Let's cut to the chase, Madam Magistrate. I'm getting bored already.
Very well. You will answer only our questions from now on.
Sure, why not? What do you want to know? A sentinel such as Jue can predict and correct future events. It gets in our way of achieving our sublime vision. We merely wanted to topple the set future built on lies and take control of our own destiny. Sure, why not? What do you want to know? The Threnodians. They hold the key to our ideal. Together, they will bring us the promised true lament. And we will embrace the new world that is bound to come. Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
Did they have to repeat that one, though? That one line?
What is the lament? Disaster?
Curse?
Some kind of punishment? People only see the surface.
Excuse me, they could have just brought up the dialogue text. They didn't have
the
to
lament brings
this one line.
Death, destruction, and countless reverberations. Reverberations that will be reflected, overlapped, and interwoven during the lament. They will be our salvation. The only path to a new life form and a new civilization. Sure, why not? What do you want to know? Our goal has always been the same. We want you to join us. Forces battle over you, causing all this strife. And yet you remain unaware of your own worth. Are you really that naive? Or are you just dense? Whatever. Our interest in you is not affected by such trivial matters. Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
You kidnapped Jue and revived the Threnodian, accelerating the next lament. This is proof enough that you are the enemy of Jinzhou and all humanity. Stop dreaming you can force Rover to join you. She is our honored guest, and I will not allow any harm to come her way.
Okay, Scott, break out already.
How confident you sound. As the Threnodian's resurrection approaches, Jinzhou is barely holding on. How much longer do you think you can keep up this facade?
Thank you for your concern. We have crushed your schemes once, and we can do it again.
And he's about to watch.
I have one last
here
question
it comes.
for you.
The most amazing escape.
Abducting Jue, stalking Rover, and setting up an ambush in Cheecher village. You couldn't have accomplished that all on your own. Unless...
Enter girl in red.
Unless I'm not the only overseer in Jinzhou, right? I have answered all your questions with full honesty. I don't mind you knowing because it won't make any difference. You can try to stop us with all you have, but it's too late to change the course of history. Now, I have one question for you. You seem convinced we caused the disappearance of Jue. What if I told you there was more to it? Would you be curious?
About Jue. What else do you know?
Come closer and I'll tell you, Madam Magistrate. It's a secret for your ears only.
How dare you!
Madam Magistrate,
No. It can't be.
Oh, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
Aren't you? But there's more. What if I told you your sentinel had made this prophecy a long, long time ago?
What was the prophecy?
Your all-seeing sentinel abandons you now, of all times. Need I say more? We're merely adding a touch of extra fuel to the fire that will soon consume all. Rover, care for a wager? I know you've been searching for answers about your past, and I've got news for you.
Watch out!
You are one of us, the Black Lambs, and you have been chosen to join us, ushering in the new world. Once you discover what you really are, you will come to us with no hesitation. Fraxidus awaits your arrival with open arms, and I look forward to that day in sincere anticipation.
There's no way there's no way. He escapes, he breaks out something. But there's no way he just kind of sits there in jail quietly, peacefully.
Sorry, Rover. What he mentioned about our sentinel is highly sensitive. I cannot disclose it yet. Not before verifying it myself.
Whatever was it,
is it a
freaked her
ploy
out
to
pretty
create
good.
distrust among us? Or... Jue is the guardian sentinel of Jinzhou. It is responsible for assisting Jinzhou's magistrate in administrative affairs. While I am the final decision maker, without the assistance of Jue, I cannot guarantee I am always making the best choices for my people. Jue can predict the future, and up to this point, every one of its prophecies have been proven true. While justice may not be universally agreed upon, its decisions have consistently served the best interests of Huanglong. For that, I suppose we will have to talk to it in person to find out. In addition, Rover, Jue once told me to deliver a message to you. To the Awakened One. When raindrops fall upstream, please head to the Northfall Barrens and seek General Jian of the Midnight Rangers. I suppose so. General Jian is currently battling another TD outbreak in the Northfall Barrens.
Okay, so we saw General
which will
already.
also serve as our front line against the
with him.
Thenodian.
Played
But
as a
the
general, a
ongoing
bit based
war
on
has
her.
made it a very dangerous place to go.
Like his vision?
Since you won't need to go there right now, not until when the raindrops fall upstream.
What does that even mean?
I know you're here for clues about your true identity. And I don't want you to leave the city empty-handed. Have you heard about the Black Shores, Rover? It's an organization shrouded in mystery, with a secretive membership process and members who usually keep their identities hidden. Upon your awakening, one of their members discreetly contacted me to gather information about you.
How does everyone
But
know
please don't
about me
worry.
awakening?
The
like
Black
waking
Shores
up?
developed a special
And everyone
lament
seems to be
prediction
after me
system
already.
and has established
I don't
partnerships
even know
with
who I
countries
am.
worldwide. While operating in secrecy, they are not an extremist group like the Fraxidus. They have been monitoring the situation in Jinzhou to provide assistance when needed. Thanks to their extra help, my meeting with you went smoothly. This Blake Bloom is their symbol. The Black Shores members usually wear it on their person. Rover, after the recent series of events, I trust you have gained a general idea of who you might have been. Before you fell into that deep slumber, you likely played a significant role in important historical events, shaping the course of history in some way. Ultimately, I suppose it is up to you to discover the final definitive answer for yourself. This photo is yours to keep. I will return with Jue shortly, and the Black Shores may be worth your try during this time.
Oh, memory flash. Whoa.
Rover, are you all right?
Are we gonna tell her about the dragon we just saw?
I see. The Black Shores must have a deep connection to your past. Since you are likely being closely monitored by the Fraxidus now, I suggest keeping an eye out for the Black Shore members. They could prove to be your valuable allies. I'll do my best to find Jue and tell you everything I learned from it once I return. This is my promise.
All these promises
Yes.
being held.
Please
promises
leave it to
and
me.
secrets.
Sanhua,
Yes, Madam Magistrate.
I will be going on a temporary leave. During my absence, please help me handle my responsibilities in Jinzhou.
Understood.
Where are you going now? You just
Should I
got
continue
back.
protecting that rover?
No need. Both Chanli and I will be away, and there will be more than enough paperwork for you to handle.
Is Lady Chongli leaving for the capital? Please pardon my intrusion, but she just faced an ambush in the Central Plains. What if...
Regarding that incident, we tried to warn her about the Fraxidus, but they were more cunning than we thought. If she runs into another powerful enemy like Scar, she'll eventually have to confront them on her own. Sanhua, you can place more trust in Rover and me.
Understood. I will. My lady, no matter what happens, my sword is always yours.
Both the interrogation and my appointed meeting with Rover have already finished.
Scar only needed the two of you as his audience.
Who's
We
this
already
chick?
knew what he wanted, and we let him have as much.
She decrypted every message we intended to convey. It's only proper you meet him in person, as the one who crafted those puzzles. Such intricate puzzles. I guess only Rover has the patience to solve them all.
No detail is too small. I'm sure she understands. Besides, not seeing the opponent heightens the thrill of the game. If everything goes according to the prophecies of Jue, I will meet her in person eventually. So, what did our captive from the Fraxidus tell you about Jue?
Yeah, what did he say?
That Jue had predicted I will have to fight it one day. A fight that will shape Jinzhou's future.
Oh, is that what spooked her?
Well, that is unexpected. But you don't seem all that surprised, do you?
Can't say I am. I had suspected as much from our previous conversations, and the message it left me, his words only confirmed it.
Where was it when you last sensed its presence?
It was in Mount Firmament. Unlike Jinzhou City, that mountain is still resting in stillness.
The place where the first people of Jinzhou lived, and where Jue first manifested before us humans. I see.
I'll find
Is
Jue,
Jue, I'm guessing, a dragon?
and bring it back as
Because
soon
we
as
got dragon
possible.
symbols all over.
Our enemies could
And it
have
keeps
planned
on-
it as a
they keep
trap.
saying it.
We have a bigger goal to focus on, remember?
I understand. I will not let anything or anyone disrupt the peace in Jinzhou.
Would you let what you heard from Scar sway your determination?
No. He cannot ever turn me against Jue. If anything, his words only confirmed my theory. I am the magistrate of Jinzhou, appointed by the Sentinel itself. The prophecy speaks of a decisive incident for Jinzhou's future, where I will be a key player. The fight between me and Jue is only a precursor. My job remains unchanged. I will fulfill my duty as Jinzhou's magistrate with my own judgment.
Is that your final answer?
A single strand's neglect births mountainous upheaval. You taught me that, remember? The safest option is for me to go in person.
Very well. Since we are already mid-game, I will let you decide our next move. This time, I shall be a pawn in your hand. Remember, I will always stand by your side, in this crisis or any other.
Oh, that was Chang Li.
Am I a player?
Is that how you
Or a
pronounce
mere
it?
pawn?
Chang Li?
I suppose there is no difference at this point. No matter what, I will do what I must.
so we finished Act 4. This story is pretty nice. I do like the story. Alright, so now rewind raindrops.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing a—
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Okay, I may have to actually spec into the rover here. Oh, hold on. What's this? Weekly challenges. Oh, okay, so now we get to fight Scar as a weekly challenge. Okay. We get to claim this one. Obtain 3 crests in Resonant Tower and Tower of Adversity. I will tackle that later. Get to claim that. May drop. What does this do? Oh, used for skill upgrades. Okay. Increased resistance to Spectro and Havoc. Has increased resistance to fusion while in human form when enraged. To the Grim Goat Reaper. Okay. So we'll definitely fight him eventually. We got the hologram constructs, which hurt a lot. Dungeon skill, I'll take care of that later. Okay. Because dungeon skill hurts. Tutorial quest. We'll do a tutorial quest later. Where does that put me now? For here. Okay. And what about you? 6. Okay. So I can actually... Okay. So I kind of want to do this. Just to get this out the way, because I've got 12 days left. I'm hoping to get her. I'm on 70. So let's see. Fingers crossed. Can we get her, and then we'll swap out Alto. Please, because that was 80. So for the first brand new account, first limited 5 pull, 5-star, who is it going to be? Hoping for Carlotta. Pistol is a good sign.
Chissa, ally of justice.
Jeez, my heart.
Are you the one in need of a hero?
Oh, my heart skipped a beat just now. Please, 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 please.
Opening greeting. Foul spirits be gone. All safe and sound.
That hurt. That hurt. You have no idea how much that hurt. Because what I've learned so far is that no one likes this character and he's just trash. Oh. My hope is that there's another, like I did a double 5-star. My hope is that there's a double 5-star, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. Oh my gosh. Does that mean I need to do like another 80? Is that what that means? Oh, the pain. The absolute pain. That, come on, man. I honestly have no words because that really hurt. That was horrible. Does that really mean I need to do another 80 pull? Right? Is that what that means? That hurt, man. I need to read the rules on this, and I'll read it later. 5-star characters guaranteed within 80 convenes, and that was 80, and I ended up getting that guy. What is it? Oh, I'm so annoyed.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing Alto's service.
Oh gosh. So was he training gauntlet so he punches things? Okay, let's just move on because I'm that took all the wind out of me. Like I'm not like talk about a motivational killer. That was a motivational killer right there. Oh.
I see. Yes. I can feel the tension in the streams. I'm worried something bad is gonna happen.
There you are, Rover.
The Academy has noted a concerning rise in tacit field activities. Please use caution when exiting the city. Remember to check your terminal signals and wear the Academy's protective suit correctly. And don't forget to stay hydrated. Now, I have experiments to run. Take care.
It's just Baija being Baija. She's a little awkward with showing care, but I think it's cute. Anyway, Rover, quick, tell us what happened.
I don't feel like talking right now, Shisha.
The Frax at us again? Ugh, those jerks.
Jian, the general, Jinxi, the magistrate, and Jue, Jinzhou's sentinel. Is there any kind of connection between them?
Connection? No idea. But I did hear General Jian used to be a military doctor.
Speaking of that, I think we'll need to start with a bit of Jinzhou's past. A storyteller near the theater once told us something like this.
The Honorable Madame Jinzi, our great magistrate of Jinzhou, was handpicked by Sentinel Jur. Her status as the Sentinel's appointed resonator is rare among all past magistrates. Our Jinzhou was leaderless for years until Jur finally chose her to be the next magistrate, and she answered the call. To further elaborate, we must start with the battle beneath the Crescent. The Norfall Baron, scarred by countless wars, discarded weapons scattered like bones. Our soldiers had fought to reclaim the land for years, to no avail. Overthrax, the dreadful Threnodian monster, fed on the frequencies of weapons, turning our fallen soldiers into deadly tacit discords. General of the Midnight Rangers, Geshu Lin, bravely rose to confront the threat. As Twin Moons aligned, General Geshu Lin vowed to vanquish evil, raising his blade against the blood-red crescent that foretold destruction. His sword blazed with black flames, laying waste to all who dared stand in his way. Victory seemed certain. Until the retroact rain began to fall. Raindrops fell upwards, as in the past. Monsters raged, loyal souls fell to blood-soaked sands, infernal carnage. Issuing his last command, Geshu Lin demanded all soldiers stand firm, no matter what happened. Sacrificing his body to the black flames for power, Geshu Lin charged at the Overthrax with all his might, and he was never seen again. After the fall of their leader, the remaining soldiers despaired, until the deafening roar of Qinlong struck like lightning. A lone youth bravely stood up to lead a hard-won retreat. After the battle, that young man who tamed the wind ascended to fame, becoming the new general of the Midnight Rangers, selected by Sentinel Jur.
Okay, so is it Jue or Jur?
On the other hand, General Geshu was blamed for the massive losses that occurred under his command, earning him a notorious reputation in Huanglong. That battle struck us hard, but our sentinel rose from its long slumber to select a new magistrate who will guide us into the future. Despite the previous disaster, Jinzhou was off to a promising start under our sentinel and the new magistrate's guidance. The people held hope for a better tomorrow.
Whoa, first time hearing about all that. Maybe the Sentinel had its own special ways of picking candidates.
Or maybe it is their incomprehensible ways that set these divine beings apart from us. Their thinking tends to be elusive to the average person.
Yeah, true. Wouldn't be surprised if Jue decided to make me the magistrate one day. Not gonna lie.
I understand your concern, Rover. Madame Jinshi was only a teenager, and she was suddenly selected to be the magistrate. It must have been so difficult for her. I remember people were skeptical when she first took office. Despite her achievements, many believed she lacked the necessary experience and authority in the political realm. People only showed their respect to Madame Jinshi because they trusted Jue's judgment.
Seriously, Lord Jue knows how to choose him.
See, now it's pronounced
Our
different. So
previous
they're saying
magistrates were all
Jue.
top-notch at running the
But
show.
the guy who was just narrating kept saying
And
Jur.
Madame Jinsi, she's already made the city a well-oiled machine in no time. I'd have a mental overclock just trying to keep up with all that paperwork. She was made for this. What is that saying again? Real gold never loses its shine.
Rover, since you were asking about this, did you get clues from your past from Madame Jinshi?
The Norfall Barrens? It's been a battlefield since ancient times.
Rover, it's dangerous there. The Norfolk Barrens is the front line in our defense against the Threnodian. We must be careful about going there.
We're going.
Rover, since you were asking about this, did you get clues from your past from Ned? He sent 2 overseers at once. Their scheme must be far more expansive than we thought. Though the Fraxidas do seem to know a lot about you. Their ideology and actions are too dangerous. And right now, the odds are in their favor. If we rush into a confrontation, it could lead us into their traps. Rover, since you were asking about this, did you get clues from your past from
the Black Shores? Doesn't ring a bell. Sounds like the name of a place, but I've never seen it on any map.
This flower. It's only a photo, and I can't tell where it came from with my ability. We're still in the dark about Fraxida's plans, and the Norfolk Barrens is too risky. The Black Shores seems to be our only option now. But if we are to look for them with only a photo of this flower, it's going to be difficult.
Since it's about flowers, we should go ask Grandma Lynn.
Yes, Grandma Lynn runs a flower shop. I'm sure she can give us some tips.
You're making me blush a little. Grandma Lynn loves listening to storytellers. I think I saw her earlier. Let's go look for her.
Did that dog just flip?
Oh, hello! Shisha, Yang Yang, what brought you here?
Hey, Grandma Lynn. We're here for some stories today. And here's our new friend. Ta-da! We've got the ultimate badass here. The one who can crush TDs, cook up echoes, knock Inferno Rider flat, and KO Phalian Baringle with a single punch. The legendary Rover!
Oh, my! You're such a sweetheart.
Grandma Lynn, since you're the flower expert, I got a favor to ask.
Have you seen flowers like this one before?
I'm familiar with most of the flowers local to Jinzhou, but this one... Oh, it doesn't match anything we have here. I don't think I've seen anything similar. Not even in the plant encyclopedias.
Oh no. If not even a flower expert like you can recognize it, who else could help us?
Oh, Chisha, I'm far from an expert. We've got a plant-type resonator here in Jinzhou, remember? She knows the plants much better than me.
Oh, is it Lorena?
Oh, are you talking about that young lady? I always see her helping out at your store.
Yes, she has been a great help. She knows a lot about everything plant-related. And she is such a sweet child. Her smiles always make me happy. She reminds me of the lovely starflowers. I'd call out to her, "Little starflower, it's dinner time," and she'd always answer with her. She's probably up in the back mountain doing some field research. I said I wanted a field in the back mountain to plant my flowers, and she offered to help right away. That's where she is now, checking it out. Go in that direction, and soon you'll see a waterfall. Walk right through the waterfall, then you'll reach the back mountain.
Thank you so much, Grandma Lynn.
Oh, anytime, dearie. Don't forget to visit my Penjing shop. I'll have treats ready for you.
we'll get those eventually. But there is some little updates.
This should be the shortcut to the back mountain. Once we cross the waterfall, we'll reach Mount Pingting. The flowers seem to be showing us the way. Let's follow it.
Never mind. I thought it was high enough where I could just teleport upward. Grab everything you can. Whee!
Bridge of flowers. Huh, that's impressive.
It is her.
Hello? Are you lost? Do you need help? Oops, sorry. I should have introduced myself first. I know it's a polite thing to do in Huanglong. It is. It is a delight to make your acquaintance. I am Verena. My pleasure to have the opportunity to meet with you today. My apologies. I used to live in the New Federation, so I'm not very familiar with the etiquette here.
Hi, Verena. I'm Tisha. This is Yang Yang, and she's Rover. Grandma Lin told us we should come find you.
Oh, right. Grandma Lin talked about you. I left those flowers so she knows how to reach me. What seems to be the trouble? If there's anything I can help you with.
We're looking for a special flower.
It's an unusual flower indeed. Pure black flowers are rarely found in nature. We can't rule out the possibility that it's been dyed. When looking at the structure, there are a few types of flowers that seem similar. Take iris, for example. Its petals are similarly oval-shaped, but it has double petals. It's not viola either, since viola has notched petals. Then there is also the cliff recluse, but this flower has a longer stamen and an extra petal. Lemongrass is also similar in shape. It's native to the New Federation, and Huanglong people may not be familiar with it. Though it has a similar stamen length, it has a conical inflorescence with a trumpet-shaped corolla.
Talking about at this point.
Oh, and I almost forgot the peacock flower. It's a single-petaled flower with a similar stamen length. But the peacock flower has a distinct peduncle, while this one doesn't.
Wow, you really know your stuff. I learned a lot from that.
Anyway, this black flower does look very special. There are hardly any similar plants in nature. So I'm thinking it might be a newly cultivated species. Also, its veins are somehow cross-shaped. I can feel some faint traces of frequency fluctuations on it, too. It's a sign of overflowing remnant energy. So, my guess is it should be a unique remnant plant created by a certain type of resonance energy. But in order needed to figure out the right soil for it, or exactly what type of resonance energy it is, I need more than just a picture.
Gosh, help us out, someone. We don't know what kind of flower it is, and we haven't seen anyone wearing it either. Speaking of that, how does it even work? If I wore this flower on me right now, do I automatically become one of them?
Shizia, wait, what did you just say?
Yeah? I was just saying, if I wore this flower, would they immediately see me as one of their own?
If this black flower is indeed their symbol, the Black Shore members should immediately notice it on you. But to everyone else, it would just look like a peculiar flower. Given that, if they are indeed in Jinzhou City, we may only need to wear this flower to lure them out.
Oh, I see. But how do we get our hands on one?
I could probably make one for you with my resonance ability, if you just need something that looks similar. Come on, Verena, you can do it.
No way! That's amazing, seriously! It looks exactly like the flower in that picture.
Thank you. It's nothing. I'm glad I could help.
It's friggin' amazing! Could you do that again? Please! I love it!
Look, someone's got Yang Yang bugged.
Rover, have you noticed? We've been seeing these black petals for a while now. They're scattered all over the place. I'm pretty sure they're not made by Miss Verena. The streams have been disrupted. Someone has been following us.
Why is everyone following us?
Rover, are you sure you want us to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
Just leave.
Tricia and I will wear these black flowers and go look for members of the Black Shores in the city. Rover, please be careful. Ring us anytime when you need help.
Let's see who's following us now. Oh, it's the Black Shore people. Oh.
The Fraxidus. What are they doing in a place like this?
Always getting in our way. What are you doing here? Get lost!
Your dreams persist. They're coming after me.
Not anymore.
If I climb up to that point, I should be able to get behind that person.
Oh, dude, it's timed. Only 2 minutes to get up there?
Better hide here for now.
Who's this person? Okay. What? What was that?
Looking for me?
Oh.
That's a predicament. That's a really great way of saying hi.
You're such a box full of surprises. So we're playing Truth or Dare now. I see.
Okay, so that's who is this? Let's find out. Let's look at the roster.
Getting angry, are we?
Sorry, but it's just so much fun to
Camilla?
Rile you up.
You're the very first person to pique my interest like this. You have great potential.
Looks like she controls plants as
so
well.
you're not up for small talk. I'll keep that in mind. You're my mission target after all.
Bingo! I'm one of the bloom bearers of the Black Shores. This Blake bloom is our symbol. It represents our mission to save the world. That's what it says in the rules, at least. Our plans. What is it again? To recruit as many talents as we can and save the world from its impending doom. So are you in? Nuh-uh, I don't. The world? Couldn't care less. If it's all going boom tomorrow, why not have fun while we can? To stop at nothing for more power. Take down any prey without mercy, and indulge in all our desires for the ultimate pleasure. Well, I mean, I'd love to live that way. But alas, duty calls. The Black Shores, our garden, is home to many green fruits, and we'll make you the most special seed among them all. My duty is to nurture and safeguard seeds like you, allowing them to blossom into luscious fruits. Then, once the fruit ripens, I'll get to pick it and indulge the sweetness of my labor all by myself.
What does that mean?
You're just like what Civilization Simulation Sandtable Tethys has told us. I can feel such explosive potential within you. One day, you'll surely bear the most beautiful fruit imaginable. No need to be so on edge. I won't do anything strange to you. I think.
You think?
Actually, I've been diligently protecting you, you know. I got rid of all types of pests that tried to get in your way. Ew. Don't mention me and the Fraxidus in the same sentence. I couldn't care less about their petty games. But if they even think of laying their dirty fingers on you...
Oh, someone's at the door.
You're mine. And I don't like sharing. Just a couple tricks and I had those fools flapping around like headless chickens. What a boring crowd. Whoa, don't tell me you haven't noticed. Enjoyed your nightly rendezvous with that long maiden? You have me to thank for keeping those Fraxidus people away. Well,
I've answered plenty of questions already. Now it's your turn. Nothing in particular. The way you look at me, though, it's almost as if... No, forget about it.
No, finish
But
your
I'll be
thought.
watching you. You're a very special seed. That I'm very sure. I can feel something oddly familiar about you.
My
Okay,
name is
so there's-
Camellia.
Oh, Camellia. So there's 2 playing users in this game.
Try not to let me catch you so easily next time.
And she's gone. That was fast.
Rover, what took you so long to answer? Did something happen? Is that a friend or foe? Are you hurt? The Black Shores. Did she tell you anything? Phew, at least you're safe.
Oh, what if Yang Yang turns out to be a
Shizia
bad guy?
noticed a guy acting suspicious. He thinks she's keeping
Oh,
an eye
that'd
on
be
him.
such a loop.
Sure. We are in the shopping district. See you then.
That would be such a loop. If she turns out to be a bad guy in the end. Alright. That's a nice little flight down. Nice little cruise all the way down. But I think I'm gonna call it. That's gonna be it for tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you if you stayed along with me. Greatly appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you saw this. We'll have some more streaming this as we try to continue, and hopefully some more videos coming out later, especially for Pokemon TCG. ZCC just showed their 1.5, so we've got a lot of things coming down the pipe, and I hope that you guys will be here with me.
Here's a
So
flower
I will
for
catch you
you.
guys in the next one. Later.